Welcome back to Master Wrench Industries. We're here today working on an international. It's a 2007. It is going to be a fun day. Can't remember what model this thing is. Let's say 4300. 4300. It's Jim. It's been used as a snowplow truck for its whole life. It is rusty. It is crusty. It won't start. It needs a turbo. So it's gonna be a good time. So it's windy, it's cold, and we're gonna get after it. So first thing I'm gonna do is see if I can get it to start. It has a dead key basically. Turn the key on, look, the dash lights, everything comes on, go to start it, and you get nothing. So we're gonna check fuses first, clean our battery cables, then go down and check power at the starter. It's gonna be a good time. I can't get over how awesome this is gonna be. Being a little sarcastic. This is gonna suck horribly, but we're gonna make it happen. Stay tuned. Hello again. I got the starter ready to test. Well, I'm testing the signal wire to the starter. I got it, jumper wire hooked to the signal wire. And since I'm a lone wolf today, I'm going to be able to do this by myself. So, let's see here. Alrighty. Got you guys right there. So, this wire is hooked to the starter. Normally I would have somebody turn the key over and then I would sit down there with my multimeter or test light and see if I'm getting power to the starter signal wire. But since I'm by myself, got to run this wire down there. I can do it from the cab. I got to find a ground. That should be good. Now, we'll see if we got 12 volts to the starter. Let's see, probably not a good ground. We'll try it. Not a good ground, most likely. Let me double check. All right, that's not a good ground. Is that a good ground? Let's check it. Let's try this. We need to find a ground to test this bad boy. I've got a good ground now. We're ready to rock and roll. I honestly hope this doesn't show 12 volts because then that means I don't have to put a starter on. Let's see that. Okay, we don't have. We're gonna have to track down the wiring problem, folks. Which is gonna be a good time. So now what I'm gonna do to verify this is jump the starter, see if it turns over. It's gonna be a good time. Alrighty. We'll check back in a little bit. We're gonna jump the solenoid on this starter and hopefully it engages because then we know for a fact that we got a wiring problem. So let's shimmy down there. All right. It's a windy son of a gun today. Let's see here. Oh, I got my wire. Yep, there's my wire. Okay. This is, let's see here. There's the starter. Okay. Now where we need to go is right up in there. We need to take the 12 volt, the main 12 volt power go into the starter and then hit this little terminal, which I bet money you can't see it. Right up in there. Okay, let me get you guys set up. All right. Here in a second, you should hear this engine crank. I'm gonna have to get my fat butt chained in here. Oh yeah, this is a good time. Okay, let me slide my legs around. Give me 1 second here. I know you're looking at nothing. Give me a second. Okay. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys don't get blown away. Okay. You're basically just gonna have to listen. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay. This is gonna be fun, man. You ready for some crankage? I don't really like that. Man, I just can't stand international. Okay. Don't jump. I'm probably gonna jump. All right. Fire in the hole. Maybe you can't even see what I'm doing. That son of a gun. Okay, let's go different route. This thing's an oily mess under here. It is so bad, which that's normal. It would be weird if it was clean. Yeah, let's go this way. Around the after car. Thank God for long arms. Okay, that's that. I need to move my light. I can't see nothing. Okay. Try this again. This is a little on the sketch side, but there we go. Baby. Baby. Got nothing. So I don't have a good ground. I mean, not a good ground, good contact. So I think I'm going to do is run some battery cables, jumper cables underneath the truck. Then I can just take the 12 volts and hit that starter wire. I think. Oh, jeez, jeez. Look at this. Look at that. Just a little bit on the rusty side. Another piece of the frame. That's nice. Okay, let's try it one more time. Really not ideal. There's more gunk on that starter main power terminal than you shake any stick at. Which I'm just gonna get the jumper cables. We'll do it that way. Should work. Stay tuned. Alrighty. Got my 12 volt auxiliary source here. Let's just double check that we got 12 volts. What do you say? Okay. Yes, sir. We got 11. We got 12 volts. That's nice. So, now where's my little wire go? There it is. This is hot. Don't touch your own metal. All right. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. Well, let's see here. Sending 12 volts to the starter. There we go. I see it now. Okay. Should crank. Hey, we got a good starter. So, now we just gotta figure out why we're not getting 12 volts to the signal wire, which I don't have a wiring diagram, but I don't need a wiring diagram. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go check the ignition switch because I feel like that should be pretty easy to check. Might check the relay, make sure it's I've already swapped relays, so we're good there. Not a relay, but I'll make sure I can actually, well, I can see if the relay is getting a switch signal from the key switch. Okay, so we don't need to put a starter on it. I'm actually kind of excited about that. But we're going to have to do some hunting. So I'll let you know here in a minute if we find something. Hello. We're going to test the ignition switch. Here we go. Let's see here. Oh, great. That's a large size, and bigger than a inch and a 16th. No, I think it's plier size. Let's see here. Yep, pliers fit on it. Oh, it's tight too. Great. Somebody got that tighter than shit. Well, let me go ahead and take the whole dash apart to get this nut off the ignition switch. Just kidding. Alrighty, let's see here. Come on. Be free. You want to be free. Oh, come on, you son of a gun. I don't have a socket that big in chrome. I need a chrome socket. Oh, guess what? I got it. Just gotta hold your mouth right. Alrighty, let's see what we're working with here. Okay. I'm setting this nut right here. So when I lose it, let me know where I put it. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Oh, okay. Alright, let's check this. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we got labelage in here. We got battery, we got ignition, we got accessory, we got start. That's great. So now we switch our multimeter to ohms, which that's ohms right there. Looks like has a little horseshoe looking deal. And you want to listen for that? You probably can't even hear that. This is an oldie but a goodie multimeter. Okay, so this is key off. This is key on. So that means that the battery and accessory should be making contact. Now, or no, accessory would be key backwards. So, should be ignition and battery. Yep. Now, this is going to be a little bit fun. Need 3 hands. Can you turn the key while I hold these terminals on here? Oh, okay. I'll try it then. Okay, so I'm gonna fiddle fart with this for a couple of minutes, I'm sure. Okay, oh there. Oh, almost had it. I really hope this ignition switch is bad. That would be so easy. Okay, yeah, you got it. I think we got a bad ignition switch. Nope. Darn. The ignition switch is good. So, that means we need to go down the line. Could be, it could just be a wire anywhere in line broken. But you'd think that it would be popping a fuse. So, going to regroup, probably throw a Scooby snack in, aka a nice chew, and do some thinking. We'll check back here in a few. I found the problem. So, in the fuse box, where the relays are also located, we are lacking a ground for the starter solenoid, or starter relay. So this one here is your constant power. You can see the corrosion, but it still has 12 volts here. And then this one is your switched 12 volts from the key. This one's to the starter. This one's ground. But this one over here is a good ground. This one I have nothing. So need to figure that out. So let's see. I'll show you. Maybe. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. So I'll get back here. Let's see here. Now, take this test light and go here, and a little solenoid up in here that has hot. See how the test light is not lighting up? I switched this jumper to this ground right here. Now watch the test light. It will light up 12 volts. So that's what our problem is. We need to figure out why we don't have a ground right here. So I'm going to take dismantle, well, not totally dismantle, but take this shit apart and see if I can't figure out why. I'll let you know what I find. Alrighty, we just got done with a neutral safety delete. It's right here. I had to run an auxiliary ground because the reason why we're not getting a good ground of that relay is because of the neutral safety switch. Most likely, I haven't verified that yet, which don't have a wiring diagram, so really not. I'm really not going to be able to verify that. So I don't know how it honestly works, but it's got like 6 wires going to the thing. Oh, whoops, wrong one. I'm going to get you guys set up here. And then we're going to try starting this thing. Definitely going to throw a scooter snag in. I did try jumping the relay a minute ago. Well, wish me luck. And now it doesn't want to start. Imagine that. That's no bueno. We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. Do some more thinking, and I'll let you know if I find something. Well, we're gonna have to call it a day on the Soul International. It's got a wiring gremlin from hell. So I just put it all back together from what I was doing earlier, and I swapped the relays earlier, and it was no change. So then I put one of the relays that would have been either the starter, this power module, or the hydraulic motor, which is probably, it says hide 8 here. Look, this is what they give you. Isn't that just nice? Just looks like a scavenger hunt, kind of like Pictionary slash I don't know what. It's stupid is what it is. Anyway, put the relays back in. Windshield wipers just work randomly now, and now it says check transmission, which it hasn't said that all day long. So I don't know what the hell's with this thing. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna call it a night. Unfortunately, I didn't figure nothing out today other than this thing has got a basket case of problems. So until I come out here again, thanks for tuning in to Master Wrench Industries. We'll wrench you later. And we're back with Master Wrench Industries. We're out here trying to, well, we got the international figured out. We're not trying to anymore. We figured it out. So, on this old girl here, and in the fuse box, there's this fuse right here. It wasn't making good contact. Cleaned it off. Jammed it back. Well, I put a new one in, and I really just put a new one in, and it freaking started. Wiggled it around, cleaned some more fuses. And out of the blue, she just decided to start. Watch this. Yeah! That's great. Now we just got to put a turbo on. So, that is great. I was really bothered by this truck when I left here the other day, and I figured it out in 10 minutes. So, now we're going to switch gears. We're going to slap this turbo on there. It is a variable geometry turbo. So the vanes in the turbo are most likely seized. You can clean them and put them back on, supposedly, but it's just going to do it again. Might as well just get a new one and be done with it. So that's what we're going to work on now. The turbo on this thing is tucked in there way back. That's right there. So we got to take all of this stuff loose to get in there, which it really shouldn't be too bad as long as the bolts come loose. So let's get started on it. What do you say? All of this taken off. That was a bear. There's a heat shield that has 4 bolts. It just really was no fun. So we gotta get this intake tube off. This oil line. There's a this is the supply line for the turbo. The return line's on the bottom. It's very easy. Now I just need these to cooperate, which doesn't look like they're going to. I'm gonna have to get some heat on those, unfortunately. Oh Lord, this not good. I hate seized nuts and bolts. I need to get one of those induction heaters. A little bit of heat, a little bit of spray. A little bit of heat, a little bit of spray. A little bit of heat, oh, fire. I just inhaled a bunch of smoke. That's great. But if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. You gotta go for it. I think we'll get lucky twice on these. Oh, here, right here. The nylon's melting out. That's a good sign. And sprayer with a little more blaster. Say a little prayer. Turn it to the left. To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. Just like Rihanna said. I think that's a Rihanna song. To the left, to the left. I hate the things that you forget about on a project, the little things like these clamps. I should have just got new ones. But we're going to make these ones work. They're going to be just fine. But it's those things that could just mess up your whole project. And with me, I get scheduled out for, weeks in advance. And then I need to get this done today because I got something to do tomorrow. And that will just throw a huge wrench in the whole situation. No. I'm going to say this out loud so I don't do it. You got to be careful with these little guys because you will end up poking a hole in whatever hose or line you're trying to get off if you're not careful. I've done it more than once. It's very frustrating. Gotta get one of these to come off. Okay, there we go. Boom. Look at that. I can see you, turbo. We'll have this bad boy off in a couple minutes, hopefully. This plant blew through than a goose. That's great. Starting to warm up a little bit out here, thankfully. This one I can unscrew by hand, which is crazy almost. I can almost unscrew it by hand. It's one of those ones where it's super loose with the wrench, but almost too tight with the finger. It's very annoying. This might be fun to put back on, I can tell you that much. Especially with no exhaust holding it up. Because the exhaust is just rusted off this whole girl. I make a phone call. Where I left you. You can kind of see my breath. I hate wintertime. This is weird. This turbo housing looks like it's in pretty good shape. But it's a bad design. I don't understand why for years turbos were just one displacement. And then somebody came up with the great idea of, hey, we can make this have more boost or no boost. Yeah, Tom, that's a good idea. Okay, we'll have Roger, Roger design that thing for us, and it'll be good. No offense to any Rogers that I know. But, oh, come on, you son of a gun. Just a bad design. All the way around. Come on, Clamp, get off of there. Don't make me go down underneath. This. These clamps are 3 pieces, and one of the 3 pieces isn't unclamping. I'm going down underneath. I'll be back. Got the clamp out. See, 1, 2, 3. This part was seized up still. I had to go down underneath. Had to go down under and get her freed up. This clamp is in really good shape, which is amazing. Now let's see if we can get this exhaust off. Gonna have to tap her. Give her a little tap, tap, tap. Just beat it. Beat it. Hit it, beat it, beat it. I can't even. I swing it like a. Oh. That is wonderful. That's nice, isn't it? Look at that. Let's turn this bad boy up and hood stack it. What do you say? You couldn't get this thing to go through the hood if your life depended on it. Over here. Do you guys see what time it was? It's 2:30. 2 clicks is all you need. All right. All righty, all right. Okay. We have went over a couple hurdles. Now, let's unplug the actuator. It looks like it has seen better days. Give me 1 minute. Thing doesn't have much oil in the intake. That's good. Okay. We're unplugged there. Now, we've got a 10 mil for the oil return line. We got 2 10 mils for the top. I think somebody's been in this not too long ago, honestly. I really think that. But regardless, to check it, you still got to take it off. If you take it off, you might as well just put a new one on it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. Which, let's see. I really don't want to clear this off. So, I'm going to do the right thing and heat it. Put a little heat in it. It's getting hot in here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let there be fire. Two little 10 millimeter bolts. That is ignorant. Which, I guess they all use small bolts for the oil return lines. Now we wait. Alrighty, we're back. So, let's see if we can't not break this bolt off. If somebody was in here not too long ago, this should be not that tight. Oh my God. Oh, I know that feeling all too well. We may be making a trip to the hardware store, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, Ace has some good bolts. I mean, they're expensive, but they usually have specialty bolts. This is not good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the old Impactola on it. Give her a little vibration. Shake her loose. It's a thought. I don't know if I can get my back in here. Jesus Christ. Got it. It either broke or went, one or two. Felt like it went. Yeah, for golden pony boy. How hot is it? That's crazy. I opened it up, I could smell the oil. Somebody was in here not too long ago. They got that too tight. One down, one to go on that. Not gonna be able to heat the other one. We're just gonna have to say a little prayer. Say a little prayer. Get down. I don't know why I just want to sing. Okay. We're golden, Pony Boy. Hopefully the new turbo came with gaskets. Oh gosh. That's oh yeah, that oil looks pretty thin. Well, it is brand new. It ain't had 10 minutes on this oil. One thing we need to do when we put the new one on is sprinkle a little bit of oil down in there and just for that split second. Make sure she's all lubed up, you know what I mean? Okay, let's take this bottom return line loose. Let's get a little bit of brake clean. Okay. No brake clean on there. That'd be awesome. That brake clean. Jesus Christ. I don't know how I feel about it. Hopefully it comes out of the block. Get a little pry bar action in there. Hopefully it just slides right out. This is my lucky pry bar. Craftsman. I got it when I first started turn wrenches from Sears. Just leave it right now. So you need a wrench about 15, I think. Could be 3, just to be safe. It ain't a 16. That's 15. Oh, jeez Louise. Can you say tighter than shit? Watch out, please. These are studs. That's great. Double wrench technique. Right there. See that? It's really nice. Jesus. They're all that tight. Really, dude. We're gonna put some heat on them. All right, here we go. The heat and the beat. That's nice that they use studs though. Oh yeah, that's what the doctor ordered. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna heat these and get them broke loose, and then we'll have the turbo out. Let's try to wrestle this old girl out of here. Sorry about that engine running. It's leaf vacuum. So here's what it is. Need This old girl has a hydraulic pump right here in the way. Possibly cause me. And she's out, going to the back bumper of the truck. Whoa, about tripped and fell. Imagine that. So, here's a turbo. This actuator right here moves this rod, which now it's free. It was stuck. Technically, you can throw this back on and it'll run fine, but it's going to stick again. So we might as well put the new turbo we got on there. So let's unbox that bad boy and see what will work. Got the new turbo unboxed. It looks very nice. What's awesome is it came with the gasket kit, which I figured it would. But we're going to get this bad boy stabbed in there. Go buy the P-tree. Imagine that. And then we'll get this bad boy on there. And we'll hear it purr here in a little bit. Hardest part of this is going to be getting our oil and turning on. Alrighty, we're gonna get this turbo all bolted up, and check back. It's all together. There really ain't that much to it. So, stay tuned. All I got left is to put this heat shield back on. This monstrosity of a air filter box holder. And then just gotta program the turbo and then we'll start it. So this is gonna take fucking 30 minutes. Got the turbo on there. And now all we gotta do is program it. And we'll start. The international curse is over. There's a problem with the fuse box on this truck. We're gonna have to fix that at a later date, but it runs like a scalded dog now. And it spools up good. So, as always, like and subscribe, and thank you for tuning in to Master Wrench Industries. We'll wrench you later.